All right, guys. So as we start out tonight's training, I wanted to give you guys the floor and see if there's anything anyone needs. Like, is anyone having something they're struggling with? Maybe something end of the month you could use some help with. We can start there and then we'll get into what I have for you guys tonight. So if anyone has anything you want to add, any questions you have, something you need help with, something that's working, something that's not, feel free to unmute and jump on. If not, that's okay too. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. All right. So tonight we wanted to talk, well, I had a couple of requests for social media. So we're going to do a little refresher on social media. I wanted to talk a little bit about recruiting. And then I thought it would be fun for anyone that I can call on to talk about what made you join, because I think we get so hung up on recruiting that we feel like we have to make this perfect post or we have to do something perfectly. And we forget that many of us joined because we saw something on social media. We joined because somebody picked up the phone and called us. And so I want us to get back to that, to remember how easy, like what it was that you saw that made you say, oh my God, I'm going to do this opportunity. So if anyone wants to unmute and tell me what made you join, if you don't want to unmute and want to drop it in the chat, that works too. But I want a few of you just to quickly tell me what it was that made you join. Did you see a social media post? Were you following someone? Did somebody call you? Were you at a party? You know, Rochelle shared last night on our push group Zoom that she, and I didn't even know this part of the story. She's like one of my closest friends, and I didn't know this. She was babysitting, and the woman she was babysitting for had a wrap on, and she took the wrap off to throw it away. And Rochelle was like, what is that? I need to know what that is. And so literally that's how she found these products in this company. Juanita found the products first. So she fell in love with the defining gel, and that's what made her join. I know Casey, who's on my team, Casey is Mike's niece, and she became a customer and fell in love with some of the products, and that's what made her join. But anyone else, anyone want to share what it is that made you join?
Yeah, you kind of just, this is Casey, you kind of gave mine, but I had gained quite a bit of weight when I was pregnant, and I've always been a really, I'll turn my camera on. I don't know how many people know me, but hi everybody, I'm Casey. But I gained 44 pounds when I was pregnant, which was really unexpected because I started at 119, and my family were not big gainers when they were pregnant. So I was all freaked out. And then I was taking the Skinny Brew and the Thermophyte X, and I lost the weight really quick, most of it. And once I saw that it was working, I started using other products too. And now I use like everything we have. And that's kind of why I started, just because it works, you know.
That's awesome. So you've got two testimonials right there from people that joined because of products. Juanita joined because of products, and Casey joined because of products. Anyone else want to jump in?
Well, Brandy, I'll say something. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I joined, well, actually, I had been praying and asking God to send me something extra for his extra income, because I have two autoimmunes, and I go to the doctor a lot. I'm on a lot of medication. I had several surgeries, and I'm still kind of going through it now. I just had one surgery, and I might have to have two more, but I'm just praying about it. And it's like, I've been just praying and asking God, I wanted, to send me something like for extra income, not to where I have to, at the time, leave my job and then be so stressful to where I have to go to another one, excuse me, and then for, to get up the next day and be tired. And then before the pandemic came, that's what I kept asking and, praying, asking God. And then when it came, I was like, okay, well, now I really don't want to go out and do something like grocery store or, anything like that. I kept praying and asking God to send me somewhere where I don't have to really interact with people for as, at work. So I had just been praying. And then I met Tracy Fisher, Mr. Fisher, and he had asked me to do a post for him. Because first he was doing like, what's your favorite dessert, or what's your favorite, just different stuff. And it was host to post actually. And I was started commenting on and everything. And so he just one day inboxed me and asked me if I, would put up a post for him, ask him to put up a post, would I do it? And I was like, sure, why not? I'll do it. So I did it. And then he asked me, he say, if I asked you to, attend this little webinar, would you be interested in, attending it? And I was like, sure, why not? He say, keep open mind. Don't don't ask, think too fast, just, sit and listen or whatever. And I was like, okay. So I was watching it, he texted me again, was like, hey, just a reminder, in 15 minutes, this webinar is going to start. Can I count on you? And I said, sure. So I logged in because he gave me information, and I was just listening to, the webinar, listening to him and everything. And I was just sitting there and I was like, Lord, is this something you sending me, through him? It was like, you don't have to, really be out with interacting with people right now. You could do it, as, social sharing and, and all that. So I was just sitting there thinking or whatever. And once it was over with, he said, so what did you think? And I was like, it was, it was something to think about. I'm interested. And, and he was like, cool. And so just right off the back, I say, God must be, was using you to get to me, because I had been asking for something, to bring extra income because of my health reason, issues or whatever, because I spent a lot of money. I meet my deductible. Right. Last year I spent over $4,000 on my medical stuff. And like right now, I'm like almost at 2,000. So I was like, this was a godsend.
Right.
So I was just, glad. And that was my why. But then I started having other things going on in my life and in my situation. And I'm like, this is now my, this is going to be a strong why added to my why to make me really, get into it. And I was watching Rachel on the YouTube, and I was sitting there listening to her because I didn't get a chance to see it last night because I had fell asleep. I even missed the opportunity. And so I was like, oh, okay. And then I even started, I know I'm not trying to take up all of it, but I even listened to, what's her name? I went into the boards. And from the boards, I looked at the KPIs, and I listened to, I cannot think of her name. I listened to her tell about her why and everything. And she let other people speak and talk. And now, because I've been stagnant, I get customers. Well, I had so many customers at the beginning, so now I really don't get customers. And I never could get a DT. And so I started kind of like looking at myself. I started doing my devotionals, my self-meditation, and I started, doing that kind of, how can I say, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Personal growth.
Huh?
Personal growth.
Personal growth, but it was something, trying to get my mindset together and trying to just work on me. And it's like, when I listened to both of them, that's what it was saying. You work on yourself, then your DTs, everything will come to you. So I want to start doing my KPIs. I said I was, writing down and whatever, so that I can build and also, do Maxwell. I think his name was Maxwell. I supposed to been downloading the Audible, and I wrote down something else, another Audible, and kind of like get myself into my growth. So when someone do come to my team, which they're coming, it's just at that time, at that point in time, I'll know how to talk to them and I know what to say. So
no, that's so good. Thank you for sharing.
Thing, so
well, no, I'm glad you shared that, because that brought up several things. So okay, so we've seen that 2 people have joined because they were a product of the product. So that shows you that you need to be using the products and talking about them, and you need to be asking your loyal customers if they want to become distributors. Cami
Yeah.
talks a lot about that your loyal customers, you guys, they make the best distributors because they know the products, they love the products, and they have a story. Okay. So then we've seen two people from Host to Post. Felicia and Bonnie both came from a Host to Post. I signed Bonnie from a Host to Post. So you guys, that shows you following the steps that your leaders are giving you, doing the things that we're telling you to do, they really do work. We're not just saying that to say it. So Host to Post works. Melissa is a new girl on my team. She joined over the weekend. She joined from a Host to Post. Okay. And then, like Felicia was saying, Tracy Fisher, had her do a Host to Post, and then he asked her if she was interested in the opportunity. I asked every single person that puts a Host to Post up for me. Literally, when they say like, okay, I just posted it, it's up. My response to them is, okay, awesome, I've got you down. Hey, are you interested in an extra income? Every single person. Some of them tell me no, many of them tell me yes. And I do get a lot of people that join from a Host to Post. Someone that put up a post and I ask them if they're interested in extra income and they say yes. Or I send them the opportunity post to put up. And then they're like, well, wait a minute, what is that? I'm interested in that. What is that? So Host to Post works. Carrie's talking about a vendor event. She joined from a vendor event. Hopefully one day in the very near future, we can get back to like belly to belly and events and some, gosh, in-home parties. I used to love doing in-home parties, but vendor events, I know that some of those are starting to happen again. If you are comfortable doing them and there's an opportunity to do them, get out and do vendor events because people do pay attention and they do join from there. So whatever the reason is that made you join, sharing your story. Felicia was talking about sharing your story. If you don't know the Zoom she was talking about last night, I have a push group going on right now. And the push group is for people that are really serious about being pushed outside their comfort zone, reaching their goals. And we had Rochelle Copley do a special Zoom for the push group last night. If you don't know Rochelle, she's a prez. She's incredible. She's got an amazing story. She is probably one of my closest friends in the company, and she just brings so much fire. And so she poured into our team last night, and she talked a lot about sharing your story. Guys, share your story every single day and share different parts of your story. So one thing I like to have people do is sit and write bullet points of your life and go back as far as you want. They don't have to be bullet points that have anything to do with it works. So a couple of mine that I touch on. I was a single mom for 7 years. Okay, 7 years. I worked a full-time job and 3 part-time jobs. And I was on food stamps, WIC, daycare vouchers. I was on all the things. And I just couldn't get my head above water. And I had one of those awful, well, he's still an awful ex-husband, but I had one of those really awful ex-husbands. And every time I would get ahead, he would drag me back into court over nonsense, and I would drain my savings account for an attorney. So it was like this vicious cycle for 7 years of me being on my own. So I share a lot of my story as a single mom now. I remember a time when, I just did it the other day. I remember a time when I was working, a full-time job and 3 part-time jobs. I remember a time when I was a single mom and I couldn't afford, my daughter's birthday was, I don't even know what day it is, 2 days ago. And I would say, I remember a time when I couldn't spend a Monday shopping with the girls and letting them buy whatever they want. Like we all got a new outfit to go out to dinner Monday night. I remember a time when I couldn't do that. So it doesn't have to solve the problem that you're relating it to, because that's part of your story. I was a military wife. That awful ex-husband was a soldier. And so I was a military wife for 6 years. I can talk about being a military wife. If I talk about being a single moms that follow me are going to relate to my post. I used to work full-time and multiple part-time jobs. I can talk about when I was exhausted and overworked and underpaid. Someone sitting at their desk reading that's going to resonate with them. They're going to relate to that. I was a military wife. I randomly do posts about being a military wife. Because that just reminds the military wives that I'm friends with, like, oh yeah, she was a military wife too. Look at, look at what she's doing. Look at how good she's doing, etc. So share different parts of your story. If you don't have the inspiration to come up with a post, find the people that you respect in the business, you respect their story, you follow them on social media. Rochelle's one of mine. I always steal posts from the leaders that I admire, and then I change it up and make it my own. There's nothing wrong with doing that. You can copy posts from anyone in the company, on the team, all the things. See, Bonnie just related. I was a military wife too. She just related to that. You can steal posts from other people. You just need to change them and make them about yourselves. We had someone steal a post a couple years ago talking about being at a vendor event in another state. And they literally, word for word, they live in a different state and they stole someone's post and talked about the vendor event they did in a different state. Like, they didn't change anything to make it their own. Don't do that. That's not real. That's not authentic. You want to be you. And you want to show up as you. You guys will see I'm real and raw on my social media. I mean, I haven't washed my hair today. I actually had a hat on. I took my hat off. Like, we've been moving all day. I didn't get ready for you guys. I showed up like this. I show up on my social media like this. When I'm going through, Felicia was talking a lot about health and autoimmune issues. I have a lot of that going on. We just moved out of a house because of mold. I'm very, very sick. And I talk about that. Because I'm talking about that, I'm making new friends that are like, oh my God, I just moved out of a house because of mold. Oh my gosh, I have an autoimmune issue. What do you have? People are relating to me because of that. And I show up as myself. A few months ago, we were traveling when Mike's mom died. We were in Ohio, and I had an autoimmune flare up, and I had like 5 cold sores on my lips. I was a mess. And I used to hide when that stuff would happen. I wouldn't leave my house. I sure wouldn't be on social media. And I posted a picture, cold sores and all, talking about my health struggles, talking about how this business has been such a lifesaver for me with all of my health issues. Because, oh my God, if I had to go to work every day when I can barely walk up the stairs, I don't know what I would do. So I talk about those things because people can relate to that. Also, with recruiting, I know recruiting is the toughest piece to the puzzle. We created the website, which I know we have some other teams on here. We did create a generic website that is free for anyone to use. So I will put it in the chat if any of you want to use it. But Mike and I created a generic website. It doesn't go back to anybody. There are no last names on the site. And it is a recruiting site. It is all about the opportunity. But you guys, I don't mention the company's name on there once. The only time you even see what the company is down at the bottom, at the very bottom of the website. I have an IDS on there. I don't talk about the company. I don't lead with the company. And I'll give you my reasons why. But this site, we did a training. Many of you were probably on it. We did a training several months ago, and I forget the girl's name. I think her name was Kim. She's on a different team. She told her story on one of these Wednesday night trainings for our team. And it was so real and raw and emotional that I cut up the video. And it's still like 40 minutes long. I was sending that video to every single potential distributor that I had. And for like 15 distributors straight, every single person I sent it to joined the business because of that video. I just shared this with another girl yesterday. She sent me a text. I sent it in our group chat talking about how the video made her want to cry. She loved how much we talked about faith on the website and in the video, because she has lost her connection to her faith through COVID. She can't go to her church anymore. She feels like she's lost that piece of herself. And she's like, I want to join the company just because of the faith aspect. So we forget these things, that we have these tools we have in our arsenal. I talk a ton about the company being faith-based. This girl that I'm telling you about from yesterday, we FaceTimed, we met on TikTok, we FaceTimed, we were chatting. I still haven't even told her the name of the company, and she's joining on Friday. So when you're talking to people about your story, about the opportunity, I tell everyone, I work with a faith-based, family-owned, 20-year-old company based in Florida. We have health, wellness, and beauty products. That's it. That's all I say about the company. I talk about you guys. I talk about our team. I talk about, Amy on our team working to fire her boss and get out of nursing. I talk about Casey being, a mom that works full time, that just wants more. I talk about you guys and your stories. Bianca, I share Bianca's story all the time. Bianca's a single mom, 2 toddlers. She's got a child that's on the autism spectrum. She put herself through nursing school while building this business, and then has been in nursing full time, working night shifts with 2 young kids on her own. And she shared a story with us that her daughter, Bianca's schedule literally will be, she'll go to work at night. She has a family member stay with the kids. She goes to work at night. She comes home in the morning. She does breakfast with her kids. She drives them to daycare so she can come home and sleep. She picks them up when she wakes up and does dinner with them. And then she either has a night with them or she has to leave and go to work and do it all over again. And her daughter will ask on the way home from daycare, Mommy, do you have to work tonight? And if she says no, her daughter's like, you get to stay with us tonight? Okay, Bianca's why is she wants to stay with her kids every night. She wants to be able to be with her kids more. I share her story all the time. If you're new and you don't have a story yet, share each other's stories. Share Bianca's story, share Casey's story, Felicia's story, whatever story, share a different story daily. So the site that I'm talking about, I highlighted a few people's stories and just did some FAQs and whatnot. And that is what we use to recruit. So I know recruiting is the scariest piece, but if you take that fear out of it and you just share stories and you're sharing what you love and you share, like I said, this video and share things from other people, it takes the pressure off. It takes people's guard down. If you're, nervous about it and you're like, when we talk too much, we're anxious and we talk too much and we're like overzealous, then you're going to talk people out of the sale. Okay. So I see that all the time with you guys, even talking to customers. We talk people out of the sale and we don't want to do that. So less is more, and share stories all the time, every day when you talk to somebody. Let me type this website in so you guys can see it. Everyone on our team should be using it, but if you're not, I'll make sure you guys have it. Grace Lake is, all right, that should be the site. Super easy. That is, like I said, that is what we are using. And you guys, every one of my distributors over the past 3 months have come from either that site, from seeing that site, or seeing the video at the top of that site. So it has been a game changer for us, and it's completely generic. So that's recruiting, sharing your story. Rochelle talked a lot about, and if anyone didn't see this video, it was special for the push group, but now that it's over, I will share it with you guys. But Rochelle talked a lot about just believing in yourself and letting go of self-limiting beliefs, like knowing that you are worthy, you can do this. The distributors are going to come to you. You're not out there. Like one of the things she said that I absolutely love, she was talking about when you fill in your chart and you've got those empty boxes and you're so focused on the potentials that you have in your pipeline that you're not letting in all the other people that are out there that are interested. You're so focused on your potentials in your mind and you're limiting yourself. She shared something that Pam shared with us at one of our masterminds. Pam was telling us about a dream that she had, and she was walking on a beach, and she said she saw almost like in the water, like a pyramid of people. And she said it was like hundreds of people, and she heard the words, let them in. And it was like an aha moment for her. She needed to let more people into what she was doing, let more people into her business. So we need to put that out there too on our end. We need to not focus so much on the pipeline of people that we're working on. Most of the people that end up joining my team come to me randomly from social media. So Rochelle was talking a lot about messaging. We're not saying cold message. We're not saying go send random messages to people, but if someone likes your post, if you've interacted with somebody, Then you send them, Alicia, you're echoing. Then we send them a message about the opportunity or about products. She said she is signing most of her customers and distributors from sending these messages. So I shared those in the team chat. She did send me a few more that I will share with you guys. Also, she shared with us a objections board. So make sure in our team chat, or if you're not in our team chat and you want to be added to the objections board, just send me on Facebook a message. But Rochelle created a board that's all about objections. So it helps you overcome when someone says, well, I don't this, or well, I don't like this, or whatever their objection may be. She gave us a bunch of those and they're really good. So recruiting, I want to take that word out of it. Like I talk about sharing the opportunity. Okay. And what I do every day is share my story on Instagram and Facebook. And then TikTok videos and reels, you guys, if you're not doing those, you're doing yourself a massive disservice. Like I threw a TikTok reel up today just to get something up there. And I don't dance and I look silly when I dance and I dance around in this one. I look totally silly in it. I've got like 5 leads off this video right away. So you don't have to be doing anything crazy. You could just stand there and point. Literally, you could be sitting. I could be sitting in my bed and just have my little camera propped up and just be pointing and you put the words in there. Follow other leaders. Juanita, send me your email on Messenger so I can copy it and I'll get you that board. Follow other leaders that are doing really good reels or TikToks and just copy the words they're doing. You can save the sounds. Does anyone have any questions about social media while we get into that? Anyone need help with anything on social media? Maybe something you don't understand? I have to learn how to add the words. Okay, that's a big one I'm hearing from people. Anyone else struggling with how to add words on TikTok videos? Drop a 1 in the comment if that's something you would, if that would be helpful for me to go over. How to add the words on TikTok videos.
I was about to say, give you the option to say something about for the deaf people. So that's how you add it. It'll have that option on your like your far right side.
Well,
like at the end of
so
the video.
yeah, there's a couple different ways. What I'm gonna do, we're gonna screen share. So let me log into Zoom from my phone, which is something I just learned. This is gonna blow your mind if you've never seen this. I can log into Zoom on my phone, join the meeting, and then screen share from my phone to the computer. Blew my mind when I first saw that. Maybe I'm
Yeah, I
late to the
want to
game.
learn how to screen share.
You what?
I said, yeah, I want to learn how to screen share.
Okay, so we're gonna do that right now. So I'm gonna join the meeting. We're just gonna go to new meeting. All right, so it's gonna let me into the meeting. All right, awful angle. Then we're gonna go to make host. Yes. Okay. So then I'm gonna mute this one out. Did that work?
Brandy, mute one.
Yep, got it. Okay, thank you. Brandy's the one who taught me how to do this. Okay, so we're gonna screen share and I'm gonna show you guys how to do TikToks. Okay, now I know a lot of you do know how to do TikTok, so this might be redundant, and I'm sorry. But, okay, so we go to TikTok. We're gonna go create a TikTok. I'm gonna upload a video. Let's just do this one on the beach. Okay. Okay, so I've got this uploaded. I'm gonna go to next. Hold on, we're gonna go. I wanna turn the volume. Okay, turn the sound down. Okay, so if you go to text down at the bottom, I can type in Okay, so I'm typing in Florida. If I hit the A, that kind of changes. Like if I hit the black, it changes the font, puts a color behind it. That's all through text down here. Okay. So I'm going to hit done and I'm going to just move that with my finger. Okay. Then I'm going to go to text and I'm just doing random stuff just to give you the idea. So we'll do different kind of word there, different kind of font. Okay. Then we're going to go to do another word. Okay. Okay. So I just went down to where it says text. It's like 2 A's. I went down to text. When you hit that, that pops up. That's where you type. Okay. So then an easy way to do this is if you put all the words that you want on the screen. Okay. And then you set the duration to have them jump up at different times. So if you touch it, text to speech is where it'll actually say the words through the music. So it'll say Florida. Like I have a video where it's talking about weight loss gummies. And I had it say the words over the music. If you could chew, it like kind of says it robotic, vegan, no added sugar gummies, blah, 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 whatever. So that's what talk to text is, or text to speech. But if you do set duration, you can choose how long that is on the screen for. So I'm just going to slide this over with my finger. And we'll have this one be on there for 1.3 seconds. So if you watch Florida, it's only on there for 1.3 seconds. And then when the video, I won't do anything else for a minute, just watch. When the video goes through, then it starts over. So setting the duration is how you have the words pop up at different times. Now this way, to do the second word, if I scroll this the opposite direction, Florida disappeared. So if I want beach to show up after Florida, I wait till Florida disappears. And then I take it this way and decide how long I want to leave it. Okay, see? And then if I don't do anything to beautiful, beautiful stays there the whole time. I will tell you, setting the duration is the hardest part. Getting that all to sync up is what takes the longest amount of time on TikToks. But once you play around with it, and how freaking, guys, can we just say for a minute, this was Naples yesterday. How freaking beautiful is that beach? Like we got the best pictures. So does that make sense? Does everyone understand that? Like not like maybe show a hand, nod your head, unmute. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I usually use captions, like for when I'm speaking, it'll show the words of what I'm saying.
Gotcha. So it'll caption introducing, well, I don't ever use that one. So we're going to turn that on. I don't think I can do it while I'm screen sharing, but captions. Okay. That's great. So you can do the captions and have it do it that way when you're saying
Brady,
stuff.
can you show how you did the captions again? Oh, wow.
So captions, I just hit, see on the screen where my cursor is, it says captions. Right there.
Y'all see it? I don't see it.
It's on the far right side. It won't start until you start speaking in your video. When you start talking in your video, it'll show. It'll pop up.
How you turn the captions on?
So it says it. Can you see, Brandy, where it says filters, voiceover, captions?
No, I don't see that. But it's in there. Let me go to my TikTok. Okay, I'm in TikTok now. All right, so TikTok, play like I'm making a video, and then I do what? I go to my, okay, I have a video up that I'm doing. Okay, select, next. Okay, now, where do I'm at the screen that says sounds, effects, text, stickers. Oh,
Okay,
captions. Oh my God. Okay, thank you. Oh, this is gonna
You're
change the game.
welcome.
Okay. All right.
So see, and I've learned something new. I've never used the captions. So with setting the duration, that is how you'll see when there's videos. Like, let me go find one of my videos. Just save that as a draft. So let me go to one of my videos. So this is the one where I was saying I
My
look
life
silly,
be
I was
like,
dancing.
yeah. My life be like, yeah.
Okay, that was super simple. I'm like being silly on it. And you can see how the words, I just had the words like 3 different sets of words. And I set the duration, one's on there for a few seconds, and it switches to the next and switches to the next. So it's super easy. You guys, you can do them about the products, about opportunity. Do not make your TikTok all about product or opportunity, or no one will follow you. You have to make it, you have to do the funny ones. Like I did this one. See if it'll, oh, I have to do it on my phone.
Am I the only person that scrolls my For You page looking for trends and I'm like, can't twerk, that won't work, that'll make my back hurt?
So you have to do funny ones too, or people won't follow you. But, and if you watch the views, like the most random ones get attention. Like this one guy,
If you haven't done it yet, Google 50 most popular women and look at number 7. You're welcome.
okay, that got almost 15,000 views. Number 7 is Justin Bieber. Like it's pointless. There's no like rhyme or reason to doing that. So you have to play around. You have to do the funny videos along with, you know, putting in work videos. I do recipes, you know, whatever. This one got almost 30,000 views, and it's, look at how
Who's
silly.
your favorite, mommy or daddy? I like daddy because he lets us play video games. I like daddy because he lets us have candy.
You guys, I can hear you. I'm sitting right here.
Don't worry, mommy. You're my second favorite. Who's your favorite?
So you guys just follow people on TikTok, and all you do, let's say you're like the mommy and daddy one. You're like, you know what? I want to do that. That's funny.
Who's your
You
favorite,
go to the video.
mommy or daddy? I like daddy because he lets.
If you hit the little sound that's spinning at the bottom, it takes you to use this sound. If I use this sound, that's how I then create my video. Okay. If I go to timer, that sets my phone up. I can set my phone there and I don't have to hold it. It'll count down and then it'll start the video. So I can put it on my little tripod and it'll count down the timer and then start. So then you're not like reaching at the screen to start it or turn it off. Okay.
Lets us play.
So TikTok is actually super easy. I mean, this one, you guys got almost 100,000 views. So then you want to try and get up. If you notice, this one got almost 100,000 views. And then I did another one before that got a lot of views. And when I saw how big it was getting, I put up a opportunity video right away. So when you get a TikTok that gets a lot of views, you want to get an opportunity one up right away. But this is, I mean, literally 100,000 views of that.
If you were born before 1998, stop scrolling. Just felt like giving you the reminder that you are older than Google.
I mean, seriously. So don't overthink this. Don't act like you have to and I don't even think I'd washed my hair that day and I was still in my pajamas. Don't act like you have to be like made up and you have to do this perfect video. I mean, the ones that I showed you, I did like 3 different ones where I was like, if you can see this one where the cursor is, this one, and the one up there with 14,000 views. I mean, I was born in the 80s, Bonnie, so that's why I'm allowed to do it. I was born in 81. But these are all from the same day. I was getting ready and I was like feeling the way I looked that day. So I'm like, I popped out like 10 TikToks and I just saved them. So then I went back and I could do different TikToks. So I just set my little tripod up and see how different, and I just do them different days. So if you have a day where you're like, guys, I'll be real, there's days I have zero desire to be on camera. And so I have to, the days that I feel good and feel like I can do TikToks, then I have to, I record like 10 of them, and then I can alternate them on the days I don't feel like doing them. Or on the days you don't feel like doing them, you do a picture.
Stop. It's Mad Love Monday. Like, comment,
I'll come over, I'll watch your video all the way through. I will tap, 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 give you a super like. Stop.
Okay, so that one got almost 3,000 views. Nothing crazy, but look, I didn't have to do a video. I put a picture
Stop. It's Mad Love
up there.
Monday.
And
Like,
it has 537, it has over 500 likes and over 300 comments on a picture. And they want the interaction just as much as the views. So don't feel like you can't do that and just put a picture up there. This one was also a picture.
Mom follow party. If you're not already.
That's another thing I'm going to talk about is growing your TikTok through follow parties. This is a gummy one where I did the talk to text.
You could take the caffeine-free gummies that are clinically proven to lower your BMI and shrink stubborn belly fat. Would you? F.
So get creative with them. As you can see, mine are kind of all over the board. You know, you're washing your face at night. I did an opportunity one with a bunch of
My
words.
life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop screen sharing now. I'm gonna make myself back to the host. I can make host. Okay, did that help you guys with TikTok? People that had questions and were curious about TikTok, did that help? Yes, I'm seeing some yeses. Yes, no, maybe so. Okay, okay, good. All right, awesome. So definitely do multiple TikToks and save them in your draft. I always have a ton of TikToks in my drafts for the days where I don't feel like doing one. Then I can go in, like right now I have 8 in my drafts. I learned a lesson. Yeah, Bonnie, you're funny. I learned a lesson where I was having TikTok issues and I uninstalled my TikTok. And when you uninstall your TikTok and reinstall it, it deletes all your drafts. And I lost like 70 drafts. I wanted to cry that day. But do drafts. And then reels, you guys, reels get a ton of views. So you want to do reels on Instagram. Now, TikTok did just throw a wrench in our game. When you save your TikToks now, they save with no sound. That just happened in the past couple days. I tried several different ways to get around that and they save with no sound. So you used to be able to save it as a live photo, then go in and save it as video and remove the TikTok logo and do all these things. That's not working anymore. Hopefully that changes, but that now you have to do your reels separately. But guys, I was struggling with reels. I wasn't getting any views. And then I started to be consistent in my reels. And then I started getting 2,000 views, 5,000 views on my reels on Instagram. So, oh, the mom follow party too. If you go on TikTok and you look up mom follow party, that is a great way to grow your TikTok following organically, and it's free. So if you search mom follow party, you'll see all the videos that people did for mom follow parties, and you follow the instructions on their videos and you get a ton of followers. So mom follow parties is how I got to 10,000, and then I'm almost to 17,000. And so doing those follow parties, and then when you have videos that start to take off, your following starts to grow organically. On Instagram, there's something called loops, follow loops. And if you do the follow loops, those grow your following. So every time I do the follow loops, you get several, I would get a couple hundred new followers. And then once you get further along in your business and you feel like you have a little bit more to invest, there are different follow loop type things on Instagram that you can do where you do like a ghost spot and you can pay and you don't have to do the posting and you get hundreds of followers. So I did a couple of those this month too. And I've gotten like 600 new followers on Instagram this month.
Brandy,
so yes.
Excuse me. Can you go back? You said it's not letting you take the TikTok logo off and then keep the sound once you transfer it to Instagram?
So when I'm saving them, and I was asking in the ambassador chat about this, and it seemed to be across the board. When I'm saving my TikToks, so I save it as a live photo.
Okay.
And then I go into my phone and I save it as a video. That
Oh.
was allowing me to remove the TikTok logo. I would edit, remove the TikTok logo. It's now saving with no sound.
Oh, I don't have a problem with saving it without it.
So, but does it save it with the TikTok logo?
No, all of my videos now that I do, I save them without the TikTok. You want me to share? You want me to show you? Let me see.
Yeah, show how you're doing it. Because if there's a different way, we'd all love to know. Do you want me to make you a host so you can screen share?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I just muted you. I did not mean to mute you. Sorry.
Okay.
Whoopsies.
So while I'm doing it, go to your app store and save an app called, hold on. It's called Save, SAVE TOK. TOK. See if you see, it looks like TikTok, but it's like a banner.
Save Talk.
Save Talk. Okay, so let me show you. Or you can do it. You can do it. I mean, I already have it downloaded, but.
Is it Tick Saver or Save Talk?
Save Talk.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Okay.
See.
I made you the host too, so you can screen share.
Okay. How do I screen? I show you. I don't. Okay. Screen. Okay. Share content. Okay. Okay. So let me do screen. All right. Y'all see my screen?
Yep.
Okay.
Why not give me a follow? I may follow you
Yeah,
back.
that's me.
Copy the link.
This
Y'all
is a
saw that
For
copy
You
link?
page test.
Right.
If you're
Y'all
seeing
saw
this,
that?
it takes
Copy
2
link.
seconds. If you
Okay.
like it,
You see where it says Save Talk?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. I just did it to make sure. Hold on. I already did it, but let me do it again. Hold on. All right. Okay, you see it? Okay, so now I already copied the link. So I'm going to do Save TikTok. Boom. There you go. Okay.
Wow.
Now I have options, but I'm not going to use Shazam. I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to say Save now. So it's going to give me, little commercials and all that. So I'm going to X out. All right. Boom. Done. Okay. So now go to photos. There you go.
You just saved the day.
it takes 2 seconds. If you
Now, let
like
me
it,
just tell them about our secrets
comment.
now. I'll just play.
and hey,
There
while
you
you're
go.
at
know,
it,
right?
why not give me a follow? I may follow you back.
My goodness. Look at Anya. All right, you just saved the day because that was, you guys, when you, and Breen, if you want to make me back the host.
Okay. How do I do? Go back. Okay.
So just click on the 3 little dots by my name.
Okay.
That was awesome. So, okay, I'm the host now. So that is a game changer, guys. That's why, I was devastated when I couldn't save my TikToks anymore directly from TikTok, because when you save them without a logo, you can then use them as a reel. If you upload a reel on Instagram with the TikTok logo, Instagram doesn't like that. They don't like when you're putting something from another platform on their platform. So they either won't allow it to upload, or they'll limit how many people see it. So this was a game changer. So that was, I'm going to type the name of that app in the chat. That was Save Talk. Game changer. Thank you so much, Brandy. See, this is what I love about, I want these to be interactive meetings, unless Mike and I have some serious message we want to deliver. I want these to be interactive because we all pick up different things. We learn different things from different people. We have different secrets and different tricks, and we want to share them with each other. So this was huge. I'm so glad we did that tonight. Yes, Bonnie, on Instagram, when they promote those spots, those are typically the ghost spots where you can join the follow loops. Now, okay, when you do a follow loop, they're great and you get great interaction and great new followers. However, you often there you have to like interact. So you have to like jump around from page to page to page to page. And then you have to comment on each one and you have to follow people back. It's a lot of work. Not saying there's anything bad about it because it's you get good followers from it. But for me, I'd rather pay randomly once or twice a month, pay for a ghost spot because then I don't have to do any of that. They just put your name in the follow list and you get all these new followers. So there's 2 different options on how to do that. I'm not telling you all to go spend money getting followers on Instagram, but if you're somewhere where you're comfortable and you have a budget that you want to spend on marketing and doing different things, that's definitely something worth looking at. Okay. Okay. Anyone have any questions or anything they want to add?
Yeah, they've been on here a minute.
Okay. Okay. So we're just going to go into, I won't keep you guys long tonight. Closing the month out strong. So most of you probably know this, but some of you don't. Always, always, always go through your declines. Okay. Make sure you're going through your decline report, reaching out to your current loyals, checking in, seeing how they're doing, seeing if they're liking the products, asking them if they need anything else, saying the sale's about to end. What gummies are back in stock. You guys, I made a post today saying that the gummies were back in stock and then did that little, if you could chew 2 gummies, blah, 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 blah. The only people that liked it were on my team. And I was like, oh man, I didn't get any comments. 20 minutes after I posted it, one of my current loyals who has not tried the gummies yet texted me and said, hey, I just wanted to let you know I just ordered gummies and celery because she saw my post. So even if people aren't interacting, they're watching. So stay consistent, make the post, do all the things because people are watching. So do your declines, reach out to your current loyals. And then I've been doing Zooms every day the past couple days with some girls. We have 3 girls running for Ruby this month, and 3 of you are extremely close to Ruby. And so one thing I have everybody do is break down how far you are away in volume. So if you're, let's say you're 400 BV away from Ruby, okay? I divide that by 40. So we say the average order is 40 BV. 400 divided by 40. I could have done that one in my head. I'm not paying attention. That's 10 orders. So make a post talking about how excited you are, how close you are to a rank, and you're only 10 orders away. Now, obviously, if someone orders a pick 3 and it's 60 BV, okay, well, that's even less than 10 orders that you need. But then someone else might order a 30 BV product. But when you do that, Deborah and Tamara, I'm not sure if she's on here. We did that yesterday and they were getting interaction and people messaging them saying, oh my gosh, I want to help. I'll place an order. How can I help? So don't be afraid to ask for help in your social media. Don't be afraid to call your friends and family, whoever, and say, hey, oh my gosh, I'm so close to this goal. I'm so excited. Would you be interested in placing an order? Would you mind helping me out? Because people do genuinely want to see you succeed. Not all, but some. My sister, for once, you guys hear me talk about her on Zooms all the time. If she ever joins our team, she'll be a great story, but she literally has never bought a product off, ever. Ever. And I've sent her some of those texts. Hey, I'm like, when I was running for double, when I ran for diamond, double, and triple in our third position, or second position, in our second position, I sent her messages asking her to place an order. She didn't even respond. Didn't even respond. And then one of the times she responded and said they couldn't afford to. She's a nurse and her husband's a cop and they make really good money. She could afford a $30 product. She didn't want to. So not everyone's going to support you, and that's okay. That's all right. But you still ask. When I'm running for prez in our second position, you better believe I'm going to text her again. She might ignore me. That's okay. I'm going to keep asking. One day she's going to ask me for something though. Right? One day. You know what? I'll buy whatever she asked me to buy. Even though she didn't buy from me. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Some will tell you no, but some will say yes. All right, so that's all I had for you guys tonight. We have been moving all day. It has been crazy here, but I wanted to get on and talk about social media because I know we had a lot of requests for that. And then just keep talking about building your team. You guys, $39 codes. One thing I always say to people, if they're, as I'm talking to them and they're hesitant about it or whatever, how many of you, actually you guys, drop a 1 in the comment if you've ever gone into Target for one item and you come out with a cart full and you're like, what the hell did I just buy? How did this happen? I use that analogy on a girl today on the phone. I'm like, everyone has gone into Target and spent $39 and you have no clue what you just spent it on or why you need it. I mean, yeah, every time I do that, we do that a lot. Like I go in somewhere and Anya wants this, or we get this, or oh, I need this. So use that analogy with these $39 codes. Talk about that. Pizza. How often, make a post. You want an interactive post. How often do you order pizza for your family? See what people say. I bet you most people go out to eat or order food once a week. And going out to eat is freaking expensive. I mean, I run my kids, the only fast food I let anyone do is Chick-fil-A. I run them through a Chick-fil-A drive-through. And even if I only have 3 of them in the car, we're spending $30 at least. And I'm not usually eating, it's usually all them. So if you put it in those terms, like seriously, what's the last thing you spent $39 on? I bet it didn't pay you back. I bet it didn't add some kind of value to your life. I see Juanita shaking her head. So while we have those codes, use that analogy when you're talking to people, because everyone will be like, oh, you know what? You're right. I've done that. At the grocery store. How many times do you do that at the grocery store? I do Instacart and I still add random crap that I don't need. Even an Instacart, and I'm not in the store impulse buying. So use that analogy with talking about these $39 codes. These codes, guys, we should all be adding 5 new people to our team. It's $39. But if you believe that people aren't going to pay $39 to join, then you're right. People aren't going to pay $39 to join you. You have to believe in the investment. You have to believe that they want to join your team. And remember, the last thing I'm going to leave you with, if you have to beg someone to join your team, or you have to convince them or talk them into it, if you can see that they're a headache before they join, they're going to be a headache when they join. They're not just going to change. I don't think there's one person, maybe Amy. Amy might be the exception to the rule, that I badgered her to join because she's Mike's ex-wife and she couldn't get away from me. And I had to literally convince her to join, and now she's diamond going, running for double. She was kind of the exception, but most people that I've had to convince to join, you're going to convince them to stay, you're going to convince them to work their business, you're going to convince them to show up, and you don't want that. So set your intentions, write your affirmations. I write down the kind of person I want to recruit. I don't want to just recruit anybody. I don't want to recruit people that I'm going to spend time with that are going to fall off. I want to recruit people that want to be here. I want to recruit people that want to change their lives. So I set that out in the universe and I talk about what I want to recruit, who I want to recruit, who I want to join my team. All right, guys, anyone have anything else to add? You guys are quiet tonight. Our team's never quiet. All right, guys. On that note, we'll jump off. Download Save Talk. Let me know if you need the recording. There was something else I said to message me if you needed, and I don't remember what that was. So if I told you to message me, remind me while you're messaging me. If you need the recording, yeah, Juanita, I know you're messaging me. I don't remember why, but tell me why you're messaging me. And then the recording from last night from Rochelle, it was really good. So if anyone wants that, send me a message and I'll make sure you get it. Okay. All right, guys, we will see you next week. I think Mike and I are going to do one of his opportunity meetings next week. Okay, yeah, Bonnie, I'll get that to you. We're gonna do one of the like a hardcore, more intense like recruiting meeting next week. So be prepared for that. And we're starting the new push group May 1st. I know we have some people that are not on our team on here. I don't mind letting other teams into our groups and what we do. So if anyone wants added to the push group, let me know. But the new push group is starting May 1st. And remember, you guys all got a free pass this month and nobody got kicked out, but that's not going to happen in May. So when we start the push group May 1st, there will be qualifications and I will be removing people on the dates that we set. If you don't hit the qualifications, you will have a chance to join again in June. All right. These are for the people that want to run. What is a 179 window? I don't know what that means. Bonnie. How long for the ticket? The $39 ticket? Oh, you're talking about the conference ticket, May 2nd. You have until May 2nd to buy the ticket and get all the perks. Okay, but if you need any codes, let me know because they are unlimited and they are transferable. So I'm happy to share some codes with you. Just send me a message. All right, on that note, I have a couple potentials to get back to. I'm gonna go work a little bit before I go upstairs with the fam. So have a good night, guys, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.